Ah, Tales from the Hood, one of my all-time favorite horror movies growing up. This movie is tremendous, and I love it. This is like my first horror anthology film, and each and every segment is just so amazing, having their own little messages behind them. It is a shock, but a good kind of shock, that this movie has not gotten a sequel yet, and... Wait, what? Wait, it did? When? This October? What the fuck? A Tales from the Hood 2? It can't be. Why now, after all these years? Deep Blue Sea 2 first, now this? It comes as a shock to me that one of my favorite horror films of all time is now getting a sequel. And I have no idea why. I don't know how the fuck this trailer flew under my nose. This trailer was released a month ago, but honestly, I watched it and I have no idea how I feel about it. And I'm gonna do like the Puppet Master video, and I'm gonna talk about it on video, breaking it down for you guys to kind of give you guys my thoughts and opinions. The main reason why I don't really know how to feel about this movie is because the first one is near dear to my heart. I grew up with it, and actually, if you guys do recall seeing my childhood trauma video, I do mention this movie in there because I mentioned the Hickory dolls, those really small dolls, and I mentioned how freaked out I was by that segment of Tales from the Hood growing up. And actually, I think that, I don't know, Trick or Treat Studios or some horror prop company should make the main doll. They should make and sell the main doll. I'll pay money for that, because it'd be such a cool thing to have in my collection. But overall, I'm not too sure how to feel about this movie, because it looks like it's gonna kind of be, in a sense, almost, if not the same kind of thing. So my thoughts on the trailer is kind of mixed. I didn't think in a million years that Tales from the Hood would get a sequel, because I thought the film was fine on its own. I liked the film just being its own kind of thing, but now we got this sequel coming out. The thing that I really loved about Tales from the Hood is they had a lot of messages. They had all these different segments and stories that were getting told to us, and they had messages behind them. They had small little messages behind them, and it was great. I really digged it. And now we're getting the sequel that, to me, doesn't even look like a Tales from the Hood movie, because the first one was pretty much this guy telling stories to these group of gangsters, and that was awesome. But I don't know what they're doing now. We're about to get to that. I have the trailer for Tales from the Hood 2 pulled up, and I'm just gonna kind of break it down. I've already seen it. I'm gonna break it down though. It's only like 35 seconds, so it should be pretty quick. I want to make a comment on this though. On this box arts, I kind of like it, and I kind of am like meh about it. I do like that it's kind of a little reminiscent about the original film with the skull and everything. I like how reminiscent it is of that. Like, look at this. I have this movie. I actually got this edition of the movie for my birthday as a Blu-ray edition, and it has an original, or it has like a collector's edition box art. It has a box art that was made for this edition alone, but I switched over because I like the OG one the best. So I do kind of like the box art a little bit, but the flames and the glasses, like in the sunglasses, are just, for me, a little. I'm not a huge fan of that. Then all the teeth are golden, when in this picture only one of the teeth are golden, which for me isn't overdoing it, but all the teeth being golden is, I don't know. According to the box art and the information on this movie, same producers from the original, same writers, yeah. So some of the same people are still involved, but it seems a little out of touch from the first one. And you guys, I'm gonna point out why. The thing that really bothers me is it doesn't have the same vibe as the original. Like, I don't like the vibe this has.
No one.
Like, I want it to be like about like kind of like fall gangsters and stuff, and I hope that's what these characters are like. Just kind of, they're like they live in the projects or something, and it kind of follows them. Like, I don't know, something like that. Not something that just feels too out of touch from the original.
Tell stories as well as I.
Now, that I don't like that. He's just sitting in front of a green screen talking, and it looks like crap. I hope that's not in the movie. I hope that's just for the trailer. It doesn't look good. But I don't know. Just saying. So there's kind of walking through some kind of like boarded up house. It looks a little boarded up. Lust. And this looks like zombies or something. Something like that, which I don't know. And then there's vampires. Why are there vampires? Why are there vampires? I'm not feeling that, to be honest. Like, I don't know. The thing about vampires is, to me, they're not that scary. Like I said, the sequel feels really out of touch from the original, because, you see, the thing is, they're kind of, it feels like if this is trying to be comedic, it feels like it's going over the top with it. And I like how in the first one, in the first movie, it has a good balance of horror and comedy. While in this movie, this kind of feels like it's trying to go over the top, and I'm not feeling the vampires. I've never really found vampires scary. Depending on what kind of vampire it is, which these ones, I'm not feeling it. Like I said, it feels so out of place for a Tales from the Hood movie. I don't like it. Greed. Looks like she's walking in, like, I don't know, like a building of some sort, like not sure exactly what building, but maybe like a school or something. Now, that's another thing. Let me go back a little bit. Is there anything in between there? Can't really tell. It goes really fast though, and look, I'm gonna show you guys. Looks like she finds it, like with the flashlight. She might find the doll with it. You see, she's looking up, but it's probably cut together to look like that. But I want to talk about this guy a little bit. If you guys have seen my childhood trauma video, that little fucker scared me growing up. That thing used to scare the crap out of me. I actually feared that thing. And what's so cool about that thing is it looks like the original puppet. That looks like the original from the very first movie. So it looks like they're reusing it. And I think that's pretty cool, because I watched something on this. It was like a special features kind of thing, and it shows that the people who did this, or I guess the guy who designed the doll, still has that thing, and I guess they reused it for this movie, which I think is cool. But why? I mean, if anything, I would expect them to kind of, you know, do something different and new, but it looks like they're just kind of doing something, similar stuff from the first one, trying to do a throwback kind of thing. yeah, it's cool to see this guy return, but I'm not too sure how well it's gonna work in the movie. Pride. I don't know what the hell that is, but that looks terrible. No, that looks horrible. And what, is he gonna shoot at that guy and kill him? It looks like glass or something. I have no idea what it is. It looks like it's from the one of the stories. This guy's like beating the crap out of this other guy. Damn, he looks fucked up. And they're probably gonna do another segment about police brutality like the first one did. Yeah, looks crazy. Old sins. It'll say old sins, new tales.
I think it's gonna be quite amazing.
That guy, not sure how I feel about him. The guy from the first one I thought was a really cool addition. The guy who told the stories in that one, and then there's a spoilers if you haven't seen it. Which if you are watching it, so you haven't seen the first one, go watch it. But yeah, there's like a twist at the end where the guy who's telling the story, apparently like he's the devil, and the people who are getting told the stories are in hell, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool twist. I mean, some people might be able to, you know, see it coming, but it's still really cool of them to do because I thought it was really cool. I just thought it was really cool of them to do, and the special like effects makeup for the devil looked really nice. So I'm not sure where they're going with this one. I'm not sure if this guy's gonna be the devil too or what, or if they're gonna do something completely new. From the writers of Tales from the Hood, like I said, the people from the first movie returned, which is nice and all, but I'm not sure if they still have it because this, like I said, this movie feels out of touch from the first one. Someone gets like bust through the door or something. What's that lamp? Let's look at that lamp.
It's gonna be quite amazing.
What kind of lamp is that? It's like, I'm trying to show you guys. What is that? What is that? I don't know. This guy has like a cross. Like I said, not sure how I feel about that. Executive producer Spike Lee, which that guy I believe was, he is involved with the first one. These two are the writers of the first one. These two were the directors of the first one. Don't know what the fuck's going on there. There's like, those are like, they're vampires. That's what those things are. They're fucking vampires. This better not be like, I hope that segment actually turns out to be something good. Because the thing I really liked about the first one is, yeah, there's a little bit of comedy in the first one, but like, it was still disturbing in some aspects, and it wasn't too much comedy. It's a good balance, and I liked it. It's a good balance of horror and comedy, and I really enjoyed that. We'll see. Maybe the segment with the vampires will turn out to be something good. And then there's this guy laughing at the puppets for some reason. I've never seen that one before. That bigger one, that one, of course, we're all familiar with that one, but this bigger one, I have no idea where the hell that came from. I'm not sure if they're going to bring back all the dolls for the first one, or if they're just going to bring back this one. We'll see. And honestly, I want to tie into the first one having to do with that puppet, because I hope it's not just some, like, thing they don't explain, and he's just kind of there for a segment. I hope it's not like that.
Tales from the Hood 2. On Blu-ray, DVD, and digital October 2nd.
October 2nd. To be real with you guys, not sure how I feel about this movie. The vampires, I don't know how much I like the vampires, like the idea for them in this movie. The doll, the thing is, I do like the doll a lot, and that was like the main thing that scared me about the first film. I did find the first film pretty scary when I was younger. That thing, I that thing freaks me out. It still kind of freaks me out when I watch it because the use of like stop motion and like the way they make the puppet move, it looks creepy. Like I hope the puppet moves similar, and it looks like they're not using CGI for it at all, which is a good sign that at least the segment of the puppets won't be bad at all. I'm not sure where exactly they're gonna be going with the stories in this one. I hope they're kind of their own things, because it would just kind of suck if they're just kind of like, why did it do that? Go away. It just kind of suck if it just turns out that like all these stories are similar or the same as the very first movie. Overall, this movie doesn't feel or look like a Tales from the Hood movie. It looks like something else. It doesn't look like a Tales from the Hood movie. It looks like it's in a sense like, I don't know how to feel about it. It looks kind of like, it looks like a B horror movie for sure. I mean, yeah, I love the first movie, but I'm not sure. I know this movie isn't going to be able to touch the first one. And I hope that they have some originality in the stories. I will be seeing it though. Don't you worry, guys. I will see this movie. I'm not just going to make a video about this, then just not see it. That'd be stupid. Of course I'm going to see it. I'm definitely going to see this movie. But that's kind of the trailer. Little breakdown. So, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, join Cinemas Pods family, and become a slasher, and share, as sharing really helps channel. Especially share this video. I really appreciate all the support. I'm gonna see this when it comes out, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Never coming back no more. This is your life, you would not live, you don't